So during lockdown, I've been up the channel time and again, trying to explain to people the story of what's going on. In 2018, 300 people came across the channel in inflatable dinghies. Last year the number was nearly 2,000. This year it's over 3,000 already. Bearing in mind more people come in the August, September months when the weather's warmer, the sea's warmer. We're on course this year for something like 7,500 people to come across the channel. I've exposed the fact that despite giving £61 million to the French, that the French Navy actually escort the boats over the channel. I've proved that. It's not disputed. Since I've tried to get the public to understand the problems with this, the fact that over 80% of those that come are young males, generally between sort of 18 and 26 years old. Nearly all of them have no identity papers. They claim to come from Iran, but clearly many now come from Eritrea and goodness knows where else. And a lot of you have been in touch with me to say that all over the country, they've seen some strange things happening. They've seen local hotels being filled up with asylum seekers, illegal immigrants, call it what you will. And one of the first places that got in touch with me were some residents here in Bromsgrove in the West Midlands. So I've come up today to have a look. We're going to go to the Bromsgrove Hilton to find out if it's true that 147 people who've come into the country, been put from Dover onto coaches, which are there almost every day. Going to find out whether it's true that that hotel is now full. Now I think it probably is, because you try and book a room in the Bromsgrove Hilton, have a go. The number doesn't answer. The booking form says that basically it's full for the rest of the year, and this during the middle of the crisis. So let's find out what's going on here in Bromsgrove, and I promise you, whatever we see here today is but the tip of the iceberg. So the staff there all got sacked?
No, not all the staff, but I do know, I think she was a chambermaid up there.
Yeah.
Somebody's daughter who worked on reception.
Yeah.
She got sacked.
Yeah.
They was furloughed, and then they was like lost their jobs.
There must be someone working there. Strange, isn't it?
She said,
Odd. Well, I'll get to the bottom of it.
yeah.
I will.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, nice to see
At
you.
least you do something about it.
I'm trying.
Honest.
I'm trying. Well, there we are. It's what we're getting. What we're getting is people saying the biggest problem is that young women are a bit scared to go out because there are gangs of 8 or 10 and they're being wolf whistled and they're feeling uncomfortable. That's the main thing. We've had other stories too, but that's the main thing at the moment that we seem to be getting. I understand the local MP, Nigel Farage, has said nothing, but he said to you that it would be temporary, did he?
I had an email from him saying that it was a temporary arrangement, yes.
Yes. Well, it doesn't look very temporary.
No, it doesn't.
Because we tried to book a room, and you can try it for this week or next week or September, and there are no rooms available. Hello there, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, why didn't get to?
Well, I'll come to visit your butchers, of course. No, I did these videos about the English Channel, about all the migrant boats coming over, illegal migrant boats coming over. Since I've been there, I've been told, Nigel Farage said it would be temporary, but it's not. It looks to be permanent.
Really? I don't know.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
And we were told it was, well, I was told it was temporary. I was told the government had taken it over. They were going to move them on. Apparently there's 600 around the country as well.
Hello.
Hello, Nigel.
Bit of a shock, I'm sorry.
A real shock. A nice one.
Good, thank you. There's no media reporting of this whatsoever. And here you are, a little village in Worcestershire, and you've got 147 young blokes. You know. Now, people have told me that Nigel Farage said it was going to be a temporary thing, but it's not, is it?
No, it's not. Never is it?
No, never is. And we tried online to book rooms. You know.
I tried as well when I was trying to check it out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We're in Catshill. We're finding out how local residents feel about what's happened to the local hotel, where 147 young men mostly between the ages of 18 and 26, had been parked. What we've learned already from residents is that Sajid Javid promised it'd be temporary, but when we tried to book a room, there are no rooms to book. I mean, you'd have thought hotels were empty. This one is full. Thank you for letting me into your home and both of you for talking to me. Did it come as a big shock when you found out what had happened?
Yes, yeah. Apparently, we all knew about it and we were supportive, according to our local newspaper. We didn't even know.
No, I was told that there was a consultation.
No, there wasn't. No. According to the advertiser and the Standard, we were all very supportive.
Oh.
How come we didn't even know? And that's true of it, did we, Andy?
Just murdering unblock.
And what I've discovered is it's not just you suffering from this. We're now housing 48,000 people like this.
It's just unbelievable.
At a cost, an estimated cost over the next 10 years of £4 billion.
Why?
Yep. You are getting free accommodation, free healthcare, free dental care. You are getting 40 quid a week spending money.
Don't.
I mean, and you can see why people come.
You can see why people come, yeah.
The question is, why don't we do something about it? So in short, how do you feel about the fact that your local hotel is now going to be a
I'm really
permanent
annoyed.
site?
Really annoyed.
Have you told Sajid Javid how you feel?
No, because whenever I email him, he doesn't bother to come back. It's just a waste of time, to be honest. He came to my door, I tell him. Again. I'm really annoyed at Barry's. Pretty per tell me she talks a talk, but she doesn't walk a walk, does she?
Well, she keeps talking about the Dover stuff, you know, but nothing so far has happened. And the consequence of open doors is what you're seeing down the road here.
Mm.
Their staff cars. So here we are at the Bromsgrove Hilton. Here's the car park. Completely empty. And yet we couldn't book a room when we tried. We did try. They're booked for months and months, it would seem. I wonder why. Windows are open, so people are staying here. Yeah, just drive on, yeah. This is the Hilton Bromsgrove. Let's have a quick look. Yes. Just come and have a look. Can we book rooms there?
I'm afraid no.
When?
You can't talk to my friends, sorry.
Right.
Over the ground.
Can we have a look around?
Not really, because it's closed.
It's closed. There's lots of people there.
Yeah, hotel is closed to the public.
Who's it open to then?
I can't disclose the information.
Okay. Hello. I'm fine, and you?
Okay, thanks.
Goody good. You staying here?
Yeah. Could you not for a week, please?
Okay. So this is a completely closed off site now, is it?
Yeah.
You work for Serco, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, nice work if you can get it.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that's the end of our visit to Bromsgrove. As you saw, I walked into the hotel there. Was not welcome. It's closed, but it's not closed because all 147 beds are taken. Challenged by the bloke, asked to get out, told not to film. I asked him, do you work for Serco? He said yes. That company, has been awarded a £2 billion contract over the next 10 years. Now, given that the numbers coming in across Dover are actually bigger than projected, it'll be more than 4 billion. And I want to make this point, all right? It's costing us 4 billion quid. There are 48,000 people in this situation already. Even if their claims for refugee status are refused, which they mostly are, they will still stay in the country, they'll leave the hotel, they'll finish up working, picking fruit, working in the rag trade in Leicester, or whatever it is. They will move into the illegal slave economy in this country. This government, Conservative government, and we're here, by the way, in a Conservative constituency. Sajid Javid, former Home Secretary, is the MP. This government is doing nothing about it. There is a big sign on the White Cliffs of Dover saying everybody welcome. It's costing us a fortune. And a further thought, we've no idea who some of these people are. We've no idea whether some of these might be ISIS. It's possible. I don't know, but we have seen failed asylum seekers committing horrible acts in our country before. We should not be doing this. I want this story to be out there and be talked about. Oh yes, I know. Of course, mainstream media will condemn me for even daring to talk about it, but it is the truth. We should have a proper debate about it. And please, if in your local area, one of your hotels has been filled up in similar circumstances, please contact us at the end of this video, because I want the full story of what is going on in our country.
We will make America great again.